Jens Voigt, watch what he's going to do now. He's going to pick up the pacemaking. He's going to turn himself inside out. In the sport of cycling, we say he's going to bury himself. He's going to really hurt himself now for a couple more kilometers for his team leader, Andy Schleck.
Jens Voigt was with the break. He's fallen back and he's now giving his last amount of strength to his teammate in white, Andy Schleck. There's a select group behind these containing even Basser. There they are.
Still recovering at the back, just in the convoy of cars there, is Sammy Sanchez. He can't go as quickly as these guys when they accelerate like maniacs on the slopes of these climbs, but he has got good form and he's pegging them back slowly but surely.
Well, he'll take the chance. The pace has dropped a little bit because poor old Jens hasn't got much left in the tank now. He is at the limit after that long breakaway. Well, as we look here at the three leaders, three chasers rather, this is behind the breakaway, which is splintered apart from the four we've seen together. And Levi Leipheimer, who was riding with Lance Armstrong, has simply disappeared off our radar at the moment. He's not showing anywhere on our computer. And of course our cameras are in the hands of our French hosts, and we go where they go. And they're going to be running out of cameras right now because the race is split up on this climb all over the mountain.
Yeah, I've got no idea, and Race Radio is not even mentioning the position of Levi Leipheimer. He looked quite good because he was actually on the wheel of Contador initially, but if he tried to follow him too much and he popped, he could find himself losing a huge chunk of time.
Andy Schleck is relying on the pacemaking of Jens Voigt, who cannot have much left now. We're back onto the steep ascents. We're off that little plateau, the moment of respite, all gone now as we climb up. These two, though, are going to be happy in the thought they are getting rid of all of the other contenders in this year's Tour de France as they come towards the end of this climb.
Well, Andy Schleck has got some respite, and what an incredible performance by Jens Voigt. He really is a man who will go out and die for the team, and that's what he's doing here. He's doing everything he can just to give his own teammates some respite because he would like to try and set up another launch of an attack by Andy Schleck before he gets to the summit. But what a descent this is going to be. They're still looking, though, for 2 minutes and 44 seconds to try and catch back to the leading. In fact, it's a quartet because they're saying, in fact, that Cunego has got back into the group. He'll be looking for the win today.
Well, we'll have a look when we get back up there. But yeah, there's no way now that Sanchez will take yellow at this sort of a time gap over Andy Schleck. Well, he could be climbing back up to a top 20 position by the end of the day, and that's somewhere to start. These are big time gaps already. Still a long way to go in the Tour de France. Well, we are hearing on Race Radio, in fact, that Levi is riding, we don't quite know where he is, but he's riding with two Rabobank riders, and I would think it'll be Dennis Menchov is down there as well.
Well, that would be the logic, that he'd be riding alongside Gessing and Menchov. In fact, that is Gessing and Menchov, and the other rider in there is Joachim Rodriguez. Well, there we go. Thanks for the helicopter shot, because there is Andy Schleck with Jens Voigt.
That's not a bad position to be in right now, because a good descent could put them back up here with the leaders.
Just behind them is Sammy Sanchez, so Levi Leipheimer is riding alongside Gessing and Menchov, and Armstrong is much further back. But look at the face here on Jens Voigt. He really is doing something special today once again.
Well, it could be Schleck, Contador, Vandenbroek in the first three positions overall tonight, and Leipheimer could find himself up into the top 5 riders in the Tour de France if he can hold that position, and even better if he can catch up to these boys on the way down the mountain.
The only other rider who seems to be missing from the top 10 overall, Phil, in fact, is Roman Kreuziger, who I thought would be well present in any of these groups this afternoon. Off the top of the climbs very fast indeed, and opened up an advantage, and they never saw him again. But in this group behind, Jens Voigt is a pretty good descender too, and he may well be able to take advantage of the descent to pull his team leader Andy Schleck down towards the leading group of 4. Damiano Cunego, because of these leading group, the fastest sprinter in it is number 201 there, Damiano Cunego. He knows how to win from a small group, a big group, medium-sized group, so he will be the man looking to get himself the stage victory this afternoon if they don't get caught.
Well, as we see the riders running along, you might catch a glimpse there of a bottle running alongside. Well, I'll tell you, that's the new clean bottle. It's a crazy invention. So over the top of the Col de la Madeleine now, and it looks as though Jens is just going to fight. This man doesn't know the word give up. He knows if he can just hold on to them till it tilts downwards, he will go back to their side. Contador trying to get rid of Jens Voigt now. Doesn't want any complications. Almost stopped down there. Jens Voigt has got no more legs left for this climb.
That's the only reason he couldn't stay with the group, Phil. He had nothing left in the tank. He gave everything he could over a couple of kilometres. That was the reason why he was in that breakaway in the early part of the day, to help Andy Schleck